Oh, forget to turn my camera. Open my camera. So, welcome everybody. Thanks for coming and joining me on the stream today. Super excited. Let me get my microphone a little closer here. So, yeah, last time we did a lot of cool things. I don't know. I'm saying building. We did some updates to the website, and we wanted to add some updates to fix the bug in the frame. This appears to be broken. That's not good. We should also fix that if that's going to be an issue. So this is on the agenda today. We're going to fix this website. I don't know what happened here. That's crazy. But just because I might show something, I'm going to roll this website back. Let's go over to Notify. That's where I'm hosting this. Let me see. By the way, show you what I'm not showing you anything that's like crazy here, so. Let's at one point this stopped working. So I'm going to see if I can roll the website back. Because, yeah. So let's roll it back to this. Publish this deploy. Publish. Oops. There we go. That's working. So I need to find out why the latest builds are not working. So that's another thing on the agenda. But we at least got that working. That's crazy. It's a good thing that like Netlify makes that so easy to like roll back to a working version. Anyway, where was I going with that? Yeah, we created a better contributing page. This was better, and then we fixed this frame, and we added an avatar. So yeah, that's perfect. Oh, and by the way, like all my streams now, I'm uploading them to my channel. Right now, that's really all this channel's for, is just to upload my previous streams. But who knows, maybe I might make some content on there in the future. But if you want to check it out, Travis Waithmare in Camel Case. That's kind of my brand that I'm going with now. And anyway, yeah. So, I should probably put a link. I should be better at this. See, Ben's like got this like figured out. Ben over at Semantics Dev, which you should totally check out. Why is this not pasting? There we go. So if you want to subscribe to my YouTube channel, go ahead. That'd be great. Then you never miss a video. You can catch up on that anytime you want. But today we're going to do a little bit with this. Let me show you what I did a little bit earlier. So here, we used to just say like, a CSS length, because I didn't know TypeScript any better. The best way to do it was just to do a string, and just, it's up to you to make sure it's right. But then I found out there's this way that you can do these TypeScript, I believe they're called template literals, where you can say, hey, my string has to come in the format of a number and a length unit, and here's all the length units. And if it doesn't come in that format, then it's not a valid string. So there is, well, we're not quite ready. Well, maybe we can work on this today. We can actually get the regex working for this as well. But I was just thinking, like, CSS doesn't have to just be this. It could be a custom property. And then you want to be able to do this, like, var yellow, for example. And that should be a valid property as well. So I went and I submitted it. What I was trying to do was something like, type property. I'll just call it property for now. Type property is equal to, this. And then I was like, and then it's going to have a string in here. Sounds logical, right? But let's move this down here. If I just say this is a property, this does not complain. It's like, yeah, you gave me an empty string, pretty much, so that works. An empty string is a valid string. And I needed a way to say, I need at least one character, and then that's all I care about. And so I was on the Lunch Dev Discord, which highly recommend. Check that out. And then I submitted it to the TypeScript smarties over there, and Alex gave me this, and this is perfect. So we're just going to, first of all, let's go ahead and bring this in as an option here. We're going to say CSS length can either be this, or it could be a CSS custom property. And you can see all the different variations that this can be. And if you want to see what he's trying to do here, we're saying all the lowercase letters are, here's all the possible lowercase letters. And then we're saying all characters are the lowercase letters plus the uppercase versions of whatever those are. Then we're saying non-empty string has to be at least one of these all characters, and then it could be any amount of string afterwards, including an empty string. So that would include being able to go A, B, all these are valid, but you can't put a 1 or 2, you can't put a number at the beginning. It has to be one of the valid characters. Really smart. So hats off to Alex and the Lunch Discord server. So that's great. But I also want to have this, proper check that this CSS is the right length, which means I had to write some regex. And this works. But what we now need to do is we need to be able to handle this scenario. So let's go ahead and let's write some of these tests. You can see, like, I wrote a whole bunch of, valid, false, and true statements. So let's put in a true statement. I like to do a little bit of a TDD here. And this var should be, let's just say, this should be true. Now let's do that. Yarn, test, watch, and we'll just do spacing. Oops. Let's save that. And this is going to come back. So we need to write what I'm going to do is I'm going to create an array let's get rid of that, and we're just going to go dot sum regex yeah, perfect. And if anyone out there is really good at regex, just let me know. So technically, like, this is gonna work. I always like to go naive first. Just let's make some tests pass. And then which one is this failing on? Shouldn't be failing on this one pixel. Should be failing on this. Is that right? Okay. Actually, let's have these down here at the bottom, just so it's easier to keep track. Okay, so all new ones are on the bottom. Oh, we also want the beginning of the word and the end. It would need to look like that. This is where I'm so bad at regex. This is one I like. So if we have the word var dash yellow, and if we put in var dash yellow, oh, do we need to escape these? Duh. See, this is what makes me a horrible regex developer. By the way, if you know a better way to do anything that I'm going to be doing on here, definitely let me know. Also, another thing that kind of saved me is this thing. When I was building this originally had this as like, this could be any amount of numbers followed by an optional period, and then some other any amount of numbers. And luckily there's this check that I had added to GitHub as an action. If you go into GitHub, let's go in here, going on a tangent, but one of the actions I have here is this code QL, and it'll run through and it'll double check and make sure everything's fine. It'll just do analysis, and most of the time, like it's never given me a problem. But recently it did, and what it was catching was, hey, since you're checking inputs directly, because this was being checked, the inputs are coming in and it's being checked on some of these components. Someone could come in and go, and put like, it won't let me just like hold it down, and put like a million zeros there and really slow down everything. And so I had to be like, okay, what's a reasonable amount of zeros that we would ever need? And I decided 10,000. And that was a lot better. That's a much more safe check. Anyway, then a wild card. Okay, so that works. But the next test we want to do is this is some happy path tests here. That's not going to work. So what we need to do, let's change our regex. Let's add that in here. And let's just put X. So right in here we need to put some type of like a single character. What is it? Any non-digit. So we do that. So we probably don't even need to do this. We just go any non-digit. Oh, except for now this is not. So now we need, this could be, that's a good question. I was about to say this could be star, and that will work. But that's not actually true. We can't, I believe there's, let's look this up. CSS custom properties length. I bet there's a character length. Character length. If you know the character length in the chat, throw it in. I would love to know. Well, here's the complete guide. Let's see. Table of contents. It would be under naming, I guess. I'm making sure the custom property is found inside a valid selector. Yeah, so special characters are a no-no. Ooh. So we should probably actually account for this as well. It's a good. But let's see here. values. Breaking up values, splitting colors, shadows, gradients. Okay, so here's some patterns. So then really go into that. Here. Let's do this. Because in all honesty, I say we just set our own character limit. And we can just go 1 to 1,000. So honestly, like, there's no reason for you to have more than 1,000 characters for a custom property. Fine. We could even go 100. We really need this to be the beginning and end of the word. So let's throw this as our regex. Oops. I totally messed that up. Okay. New test. There we are. So let's add some failing tests. This should be false. Let's see if our regex does. Oh, that's perfect. Let's throw in a 1. It's false. So I think we've got exactly what we want. Perfect. So this is great. Now we have a much more resilient CSS length. We're saying it could be either this or this, and we have a regex that is checking that. So great, that's awesome. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a yarn build, because I want other things that depend on that to also get that. And then I started going through here. I added it to the grid and the center. Another good one that would be good is this column drop. It would be good if we adopted that. Okay. So right now we're saying the basis for a column drop could either be a string or a number or a size option. So instead of that, let's make this a CSS length. And then I don't think we'll see if that causes any problems here. It will with this prop type, so we can steal something. Yeah, let's steal source. I've got this. Let's have this take up more screen. By the way, that should be a little bit easier to read if you need that. And so in this column drop, what we're going to do is we're going to define our own custom validator. We want to import this, validate date basis. Column drop props basis. Okay, that's good. So what this is doing is we have this validate basis, and I'm pulling off that prop from the prop, and I also get the prop name here, so I can use it. And the first thing I'm checking, is it undefined? I mean, that's because basis is optional. So if you don't provide a basis, it's fine. So I'm just gonna go ahead and return. In fact, I don't even need to return undefined. I'm pretty sure I can just return. Whatever. So if we validate validate the basis, then I'm going to get rid of the prop types one of, and we'll go validate basis. And I have to do this little dance here with TypeScript, because it's not, since I'm defining this, it's not going to know that this is a proper basis function. Because anyway, so I'm just doing some casting here to make sure TypeScript is happy, because I know this works. And I can go yarn test. And all the current tests should pass now. Given that let's see here. Let's go into some of these errors. Let's add in a test here. It should have rendered default with a console error with an invalid CSS string. Let's change this to basis. And let's put in garbage. There we go, and you can see I wrote a snapshot for that. So that's perfect. That's awesome. I'm trying to think. Center does column does not cover. Oh, cover would use it because we have a property min height. And we're saying that that min height has to be a string. Interesting. We really should offer. Well, so first of all, let's change that. That needs to be at least a CSS length. And then I'm setting the min block size to 100 view heights by default. We really should do something more than just this for this cover. Honestly, we should be able to accept the same thing. It should be able to be a number. Or size options. So that's one thing. We should be, and then I'm gonna, let's do a couple things here. Let's go min height style. I really want to move these into its own thing. Style style. And then min height. So that's the first thing we could do, is we can just pull this out. Let's see here. Okay. Yeah, that'll work because this will keep that property undefined if this is undefined. What we really want to do is say, hey, this could be a number. But if it's there's a pattern that we've been following on a bunch of these other ones. Let me just pull this out. Yeah, here we go. We're doing the safe basis thing. Let's do something like this. It's not really safe basis. Let's go safe min height. What we'll do is we should really be taking advantage of, let's get rid of this. var. Oops. Yeah, min height. Default is 100 view heights. Save min height. We need the theme. That's right. Let's remind myself what let's get size value is doing here. Just so I can make sure I'm doing the right thing. So get size value, takes theme size key. Oh yeah, that's right. And we're like, hey, if you pass in a number or empty, then we're just going to return empty. Because it's obviously not a size. That's right, that's what I was doing. And so if that's the case, then what we want to do is we'll go cover. Where is it? Oh yeah. We're saying, hey, get size value. It might return undefined. If it does, then let's just return the min height. And I'm okay with min height being undefined, so that way, if it is, that means this gets undefined. This should still work. Let's yarn test. We're gonna have some tests break here on a couple of these. Yep. But let's see what. Yeah, we need to fix this. Min height. Where we can totally still this. Validate basis. And you might be like, whoa, what? Why am I copying and pasting? Why not try to create something more general usable? And it's like, these are similar, but they're different enough that like I'd rather just copy and paste it and like redo it. Let's see here. Yeah, like I guess I could like try to focus on making this oops, as unknown as React validator of basis. Oh, which means we have to not basis. Oh yeah, min height. Type min height is this, because we need to pull this type out here. If we're going to do it this way, boom, that should work. Let's see here. Before I do all these tests, let's do the eye test. Yarn. Actually, what I can do is I can go yarn chromatic. And well, this is going to do a visual regression test. That's just you. I'm gonna update these tests here. Cover snapshot. Yeah, we got rid of this because we don't need it. Okay, so in this case, this is what it looked like. And then we made this undefined. Okay, perfect. This is what it should be. Min height undefined. Actually, covers correct usage, renders all gutter options. Let's see here. I think we're gonna have something break here. Oh yeah, because these are the gutters. Yeah, this is what we want. Yeah, this is better. Yeah, we have a lot of gutter options, so let's get past those. Gutter options 11. Let's see here. Wow. Let's get to when we're actually changing the minimum height. Renders with bottom. Okay. It's been too long. Look at all these things. These tests are still running. Let's go. Cover test. I don't know. I don't want snapshot. I mean the tests. What? And there's. Wait a minute. Renders all the padding options. Cover doesn't take a padding. Oh my goodness. How did that get in there? We need to get rid of some of these tests. Yarn test. We don't even have a test for the minimum height. Holy crap. How did that happen? So let's put that in here. And let's just, it renders with custom min height. Let's go. We don't want to do an object. Min height. As a string. Let's go 50 view heights. Let's put this on watch here. Which one failed? Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, we need a getter of large. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we want to update that. This is interesting. Chromatic. Yeah, leave the page. Still building this one. Still trying to run those tests. Okay. Render with min height as number. So let's put that in. We'll just put in 500. Is this what we want though? Let's look at the cover snapshot. Let's stage these changes so I can see. Let's change this from 500 to 300. Yeah, that's not what we want. Pixels. How did we? Oh yeah. What do we do here? Interesting. What are we doing here for the gutter? We need to change this so it does something similar. Because if someone passes in a number, we won't actually. From entry. If that's the case, you have object. This is slightly different because we want to be able to just pass in a valid string. That's right. A little bit different than the get spacing. Need to look at what do we do? Yeah. What do we do in this enter? Or the column drop? Yeah. That's, get size value. Oh yeah, see this is not safe. Ooh, we got something here. But okay, so we have some things that we need to fix in a couple of these, but time is up, so I need to head out. But thanks for joining today, and hopefully you'll join me next time. And we'll keep building this and making things better. Thanks again for coming. Hope you have a great day.